I like to start with our origin story. Now, I remember first meeting you when you won the Tough 2 heavyweight finale, and you were the heavyweight tough winner versus Brad Imes, who was freaking the Frankenstein with MMA gloves. That guy was 6'7". Am I correct with that?
Yeah, yep, 6'7",
Thank God for overhands.
265 pounds. And when I fought him, I trained with him because, of course, on Ultimate Fighter Show, and he was a bit green. But then he went during the time in between the finals, and he started training with the guys in Iowa and with Matt Hughes and those guys, and he got a
Yeah.
lot better. And I remember when he grabbed a hold of me, like, have you ever felt in a fight like you immediately feel what you were deficient in going into that fight? Like I immediately felt like, you know what? I didn't do enough wrestling this camp because this Joker is a lot stronger. And I didn't even think this was going to be a wrestling match. I thought we was going to stand and bang.
Did you had to know that you were undersized heavyweight? No, what were you? 220?
Yeah, I was 220 and I barely got on the show because I was so small. Dana White was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. There's no way I'm going to let you on my show. What's going to happen is you're going to get taken down because you're too small to be on my show. And then I'm going to have a boring episode. You know why? And I'm like, why? Because you're too small to be on my show.
That's
And when he and when he said that, I was just like, dang, I was like, man, I had to come up with a quick rebuttal to get myself back on, to save it. But I told him, when heavyweights were fun to watch, they weren't so big and cumbersome. They were guys who could move like Ali, like Mike Tyson. I said, let me bring some excitement back into your heavyweight class, and that's what got me on. And also, one of the producers on the show, he liked me, so
Craig Pelagian, didn't it? Wasn't it?
it was Craig.
It was
But
Craig.
it
No?
was Craig, but it's also this guy named Wayne Sampson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think I know
Wayne
Wayne.
Sampson.
Yeah. Isn't it, first of all, and as a fellow, we got some stuff in common. Tough champs.
Yeah.
We got a title, which is great. Now, I want to talk about something. Well, when I first, to you winning the show, back to our first conversation, because I remember you mentioned this last time, and I want to get this out there. So when I'm talking to you, I didn't realize, I knew you were exhausted. I don't even remember even talking to me. I came up, you were breathing heavy, you were sitting down. It was backstage, and I'm like, hey man, congrats. You shook my hand, and thank you, this and that. Tell me about how you were feeling right after that fight.
Well, I mean, it was the most tired I ever felt in my life. It was like a bad dream fighting Brad Imes because, when I knocked him down, I felt like I had him out. Him hitting the ground woke him up, and he just kind of kept coming. He just would not stop to the point where I was so exhausted during that fight, man. I just I lost control of my bodily fluids, man. I pissed off. I pissed myself, man. I just let it go because I was just I was just that exhausted, and that became the reference point in my life. No matter when I was training for a fight, I'm like, I never want to be that tired again because I remember being so tired, and then all of a sudden I had like this feeling like I gotta pee. Then all of a sudden I'm just like I can't even hold it, and I'm just sitting there, just
Hey,
and I'm just peeing.
listen, man, it could have been worse. It could have been a number 2. You know what I mean? Thank goodness. Sometimes pee happens, and so, hey, man, it was worth it. It was worth it. The shower probably felt great, but
Yeah, the relief felt great. The relief felt great.